my name is William, and thank you for joining us on this channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Star of Bethlehem game, which is an excellent board game for family and friends. Each player in this board game is a prophet shepherd who is an expert at staring up at the stars. And of course they're keen on one star in particular, the star above the small city of Bethlehem, which, according to history, prophesies the coming of the newfound Lord. In order to get this Lord's blessing, each of the shepherds has to raise the best sheep. And the first shepherd to get 12 sheep will get the eternal blessing and win the game. Today I'll teach you how to play the Star of Bethlehem. In this video we cover the components and rules of the game. Before we start the game, let's have a look at what all the components are for. This is the Star of Bethlehem game. These are the instructions. Here are the 4 camp tiles. This is the lost tile. And over here we have the 21 land and miracle tiles. These are the 12 desert tiles. These are the tents. And this is the dog coin. And over here are the 40 sheep. These are the miracle tiles. Each miracle tile has a different miracle effect, which you'll need during gameplay. So let's take a look at what each miracle tile means. Now, to be fair and fun, some simple rules should be followed. You should keep your palm up while you're throwing the dog coin, and at least 10 centimeters away from the board. Now that we know some rules, let's begin. First, shuffle all of the land and miracle tiles and separate them into 7 piles. Put one of the piles facing up, on the miracle side, and put the rest of the tiles around it. Next, we'll put all the desert tiles around the land tiles and put the lost tile aside. Now each player chooses a colored tent, and then they take 2 sheep each. Then we'll put the rest of the sheep and the 4 tents aside, and this will be the supply pool. Starting from the first player, each of the players put their camp tiles into the game map. And of course we go around clockwise. Game. The player takes 1 sheep from the adjacent lands or desert with a sheep on it, but there are usually no sheep at the beginning of the game. Herd or move. Choose one action. If you choose move, pay 1 sheep to the supply pool and then move your camp tile onto a sheepless adjacent pile. Remember, you can only move onto a sheepless desert land tile. By the way, when a player can't gain or move, the player can put his or her camp tiles at the edge of the game map. If you choose herd, throw the dog coin to decide the events according to the place it falls on. Now you may wonder what happens when the dog coin lands on one of the places. Well, hold your horses and let's take a look right now. If the dog coin falls on a sheepless land desert tile, then put the same number of sheep as there are patches of grass. When the dog coin falls on a land desert tile, face up, this lucky player can take 1 sheep from the tile. If the dog coin is face down, the player can't take any sheep. When a player takes away the desert sheep on a desert tile, the player takes the desert tile and puts it in front of him or her. When the last sheep on the land is taken, turn the tile to a miracle side and put it on top of the miracle pile. Remember the miracle tiles that we talked about at the beginning of the video? Well, at this point in the game, if a player is lucky enough to throw the dog coin onto a miracle tile, the player gets the miracle effect that that miracle tile has that the dog coin landed on. And don't forget that each miracle tile has a different effect. The dog coin falls on another player's camp tile. You take 1 sheep if that player has any. If you throw the dog coin and it happens to land in your camp, Oh, well, sorry, nothing happens. If the dog coin falls out of the map, take one sheep from the supply pool and put it into the lost tile. There's one point you need to know. If the dog coin lies between more tiles, the player who throws the coin can choose the one he or she likes. When a player has 6 or more sheep, he or she should take a tent and put the tent on the camp tile, and the player should pay 6 sheep to the supply pool. When a player with camp earns 6 or more sheep, that round will be the last round of the game. When each player finishes their turn, the player who has the most sheep will be the winner of the Star of Bethlehem. You play by taking turns with your friends. The rule is to go in a circle and keep throwing the dog coin until somebody wins. Alright, now are we clear on the rules? Great. Go ahead and start playing the Star of Bethlehem game with your family and friends.